Hello students, I am Kinjal Barmar. Welcome back to the video lecture series of Digital Fundamental. Today we will discuss counter type analog to digital converter. So let's start with this counter type analog to digital converter. This counter type analog to digital converter is basically a simplest type of analog to digital converter. Here this counter type analog to digital converter is simplest type of analog to digital converter. It employs a binary counter. Okay, here this counter type analog to digital converter use a binary counter, a voltage comparator, then one control circuit, then a latch. Okay, this latch is used to store our digital output. Then here we have a digital to analog converter. Okay, to convert analog information into digital, here we use this digital to analog converter. Okay, this digital to analog converter is basically used to convert our calculated digital data into its equivalent analog form, and then we compare these values with our input voltage, and using this comparison we can get our actual analog output. Okay, so this is a counter type analog to digital converter in which we use a counter circuit. That's why this is known as counter type analog to digital converter. Here this counter type analog to digital converter is also known as digital ramp analog to digital converter. Okay, this counter type is also known as digital ramp analog to digital converter because here this output of digital to analog converter is our staircase reference voltages. Okay, here we have a staircase reference voltages. That means we have a approximated value, we have a some values which we calculated from digital to analog converter. So this waveforms of this all the analog outputs is basically in the form of staircase. That means step by steps. Okay, that's why this is known as digital ramp analog to digital converter circuit. Okay, here we have this successive approximation analog to digital converter circuit. This successive approximation analog to digital circuit is basically converts our analog information into a digital form by first comparing it with our input voltage and our digital to analog converters output. Okay, so here we make one comparison with the voltage comparator circuit. Okay, here we have our input voltage and our digital to analog converters analog output. Okay, so we compare these values and according to that we give this into our AND gate circuits, and here we use this logic of this AND gate to reset and to calculate counters value. Okay, so here we use counter to count the value up to our analog input voltage. Okay, so here this counter is basically used to count the value up to our input voltages. So here we have a counters values which is converted into analog form by digital to analog converter circuit, and this is compared with our actual input voltage. Now whenever this input voltage is basically greater than our analog's output which is calculated from digital to analog conversion, so we have a high signal. That means we have a high signal to our AND gate which is our logical circuitry. Okay, so whenever this input voltage is greater than this digital to analog output circuit, so we have this one at our AND gate, or basically a high signal at our AND gate, so our counter can calculate the values. Okay, so whenever we have a lesser value for a digital to analog converters outputs, then for a comparison with input voltage, so we have a active high signals, and if we have a active high signal, counter can calculate its value. But whenever this input voltage is less than our digital to analog converters output, that means whenever counter goes higher value beyond this value of input voltage, so we have a comparator circuit which generates the control signal with the help of this AND gate, such that our counter circuit has no signals, and our counter stop. Okay, our counter cannot calculate or cannot count any value. Okay, so this is how this counter type analog to digital converter circuit works. Okay, for each conversion, okay, here in this counter type analog to digital converter, for each conversion counter has to start from reset. Okay, for each conversion counter has to start from reset, and it will calculate the value. Counter count the value up to the value at which we have our input voltage. So counter counts the value to reach in a form of staircase to reach up to the value of our input voltage, and beyond that counter will stop, and again it will work for a next input voltage. Okay, so for each conversion counter has to be reset, and here this counter has a active low end of conversion signal to control logic circuit. To indicate whether our conversion is done, here this counter type analog to digital converter has active low this control signal, end of control signal generations. Okay, so here we have a active low end of conversion control signal which is given to control logic circuits whenever our counter stop working. Okay, for a value beyond our input voltages. Here we have a basic logic circuit for our counter type analog to digital converter circuit. Here we have a comparator which compares the value, that is our input voltage, and this digital to analog converters value. Okay, and here this comparator's value is given to this AND gate logic. In AND gate we have a two input, that is our comparator's output and our clock signals. Okay, how will this work over here? So whenever this comparator's output is high, that means whenever our input voltage is greater than this digital to analog converter's output. Okay, so whenever our input voltage is greater, so here we have a positive amplitude over here, that means a 1. So 1 into clock we have a 1, and this will be given to our counters. Okay, this is given to our counters. So whenever we have this high input voltage, so this 1 into clock is given, that means in a counter this clock is provided whenever we have a high input voltage. But when this digital analog output values is greater than our input voltage, so here we have a negative values over here after comparison. Okay, here we have a negative value. So for negative value, here in a digital negative value is considered as a 0. So 0 into clock we have a 0. That means in a counter we have a 0 as a clock. That means no clock signal over here. Okay, so whenever we have a lesser value of input voltage, so there is a no clock signal given to our counter circuit, and whenever counter has no clock, so it cannot calculate the values. Okay, so this is how counter will stop the value whenever it reaches the values beyond input voltages. Okay, so this counter will count the value starting from 0 to up to our input voltage. Here we have a counter. Here basically we used 8 bits. Okay, so here we have a divide by 256 counter. That means this is 8-bit counter which calculates a total 0 to 255. Okay, which can calculate up to 0 to 255. So it will be calculate total 256 value. Okay, and here we have a one control circuit which is used to indicate whether our counter will stop or not. Okay, so here we have a this control circuit which indicates our counter is stopped, and here we have this 8-bit latch. Latch is basically used to store our data. Okay, here we have a 8-bit as our digital input. So here we have a 8-bit in a digital output form. So here we use this 8-bit latch to store our 8-bit informations, and here we have our 8-bit digital output. Here to convert this counter's value into analog form for comparison, we use this digital to analog converter circuit. Okay, here we use this digital to analog converter circuits to check whether our value is reaches to the input voltages or not. Okay, so this is our basic counter type logic circuitry. Now how this works? So for example, if we have a input voltage is like 9.3 something, okay, so here we have a input voltage is 9.3 and initially this counter is 0, so it will count because 9.3 minus 0, that is 9.3 over here, that means a positive voltage. Okay, so for positive voltage we have a in a AND gate, that is 1, so 1 into clock we have a 1 over here, that means this counter has a clock signal. Okay, this counter has a clock signal, so this counter start counting, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, and in a binary form we have a total 8 bit in a digital form. Okay, so one by one all the values is given to this digital to analog converter output. So here we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 8 here we have a value. Then here for a 9 also we have a 9.3 minus 9, so here we have a positive value 0.3. Okay, so it is also calculated over here, and counter then calculate 10. So for 10, whenever we calculate 10, so 9.3 minus 10, so here we have a negative value. Okay, whenever we compare this, so 9.3 and 10, basically here we have a digital to analog converter output is greater than our input voltage, that means this counter has to stop over here. So for 0, so here our counter has a active low end of conversion over here, and whenever our counter's value reaches to our input voltage, it will be reset over here. So okay, so here this can be calculated up to 9 volt, and whenever 9 that means up to this 1001, and for next here we have a 0. So for we have a here digital pattern, that is 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1. Okay, so here we have this value which is stored into 8 bit latch, and here we have our output. Okay, so this is how this counter type circuits work. Okay, and if we have another input, so it counter will start from reset. Okay, and this is how it converts our analog information into its digital form. Here we have a one waveforms to understand basic working principle of this analog to digital converter circuit. Okay, here first we have some values, that is 1 0 0 1. So this counter start from 0 1 2. So here we have our analog continuous signal, that is our analog signals over here, and here this staircase signals, that is output of counter. So it counts the values like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so this is basically a staircase type signals. So it will count the values, and whenever it reaches to the value at our input voltage, then our counter will reset, and here we have a output voltage in a digital form, that is 1001. And for next input voltage, here also we have this counter circuit, so it will count like this, and then it will be reset for a next input voltage. Okay, so this is how counter type analog to digital converter circuit converts our analog information into a digital form. This counter type analog to digital converter circuit has basically a higher conversion time because it depends on the magnitude of our input voltage. Okay, depending on the analog inputs, we have to vary our time. Okay, because for a analog input of 9 we have a different conversion time, then for analog input of 6 we have a different conversion time, because counter will count up to 6 or counter will count up to 9 depending on the value of input voltage. So here this counter type analog to digital converter circuit has a different conversion time, and sometimes for a higher input voltage we have a higher conversion times. Okay, so here this counter type analog to digital converter circuit has a higher conversion time, but it is quite simple than other analog to digital converter circuit. Okay, so this is a counter type analog to digital converter. Thank you.